Hey guys, welcome to a brand new exciting video tutorial and welcome to the first AEB tutorial here on Phenomenal Creations, so to said After Effects Basics. So guys, hope you enjoy this tutorial and let's jump straight in, shall we? So I plan to do all these After Effects Basics tutorials for those kind of like short video tutorials, teaching guys how to get to know the software if you're one of those who just got your hands on it or you want to try it. So it's pretty advanced in the beginning, so I'm gonna take like baby steps of how you can get there. So like short tutorials showing baby steps of how to get to know the software. Alright, so today we'll be taking a deeper look at of how to getting started properly, how to get your footage in, how to get up and running so you can just start creating stuff, and then how we edit our workspace. So let's jump straight in, shall we? So alright, so let's start with editing our workspace. So when you open up After Effects for the first time or the third time, it can look like this. It looks pretty much like this. It's a lot of black and white stuff, text here and there, and looks pretty advanced. So, and maybe you're not real sure what can I do, how can I begin creating cool lightsabers and flying vehicles and such cool stuff. So all we're seeing here is a single workspace, and if you go up here you can see the workspace panel. You can change them, change the workspace to, there's a lot of presets, and then you can create your own, and that's what we're gonna look today. So I have my own workspace presets done, but I just recreated it so it looks pretty much like this when you open it up the first time. So now I'm gonna show you how to make this more habitable for your kind of production. So I usually create these for like if you want to do animations a lot, like intros and stuff, and then VFX. So I'm gonna create a workspace like good for that one. So let's jump in. So we can see like the effects and presets here, and for VFX artists it's a pretty important one. So just go somewhere here and click and hold it, and then you can just drag it, and you can see like these purple boxes. Those will tell you where you will place the panel itself, and I want it to be pretty large here. So if I choose this one, it will pop right here on this side, and I usually want to have the effects and presets always here because you got a lot of space here and you can see a lot more better than here. So now here we got also the character, and that I want also, it's really important for me, and I really like it here under the preview one, so right around here. So just go ahead and take it down, but I won't put it next to it, I will put here right below it, so we create like this window below it like this. But I want more space for it, so I can just go here and click and drag and try to reposition it a bit better like this, something like this one. Okay, so now we having this pretty much set up like I usually have it, but we don't have all the panels I'm using. So in the character I want also like paragraphs and alignment like panels here. So go up here for window right there, and when you click it down you can see a lot of panels here. This is all the panels we can visualize and see here on our screen. So what we're seeing, we have a preview, we have the tools, effects and presets, and character. So let's go ahead and take a few of these up. So if I hit align, it's a really good one, like you can take layers and center them and position them wherever you want, so we will pop out right here, and I want it to be next to the character right there. Okay, let's position it once more like this. So now it's like next to each other. Those are really good to have next to each other. And then we go for window and paragraph. That will basically, when you're typing, you can make it like centered, or from left to right, or from right to left, or like full on, you know, basic like word stuff and so on. So, and then you can just scroll out with the scroll wheel up and down like this, or just hitting the arrow there, and we can get to the paragraph and such. Alright, so now let's get the tracker. Tracker is always a really important one for me when I'm doing visual effects. So go window and get tracker there. So we have tracker right here, and it's also really important to have there. And why do I put everything here and not here? Because I really like to have the space for editing everything here. So that's why I'm trying to get them all here. We can like make this a bit like this. So we're having everything like this. And this is pretty much good. I really like this one, and you can always like reposition them, getting more space here and there. Try to get this if you, depending on your screen size and such, but I'm really happy with this one. So now if you want to create this for your own preset, it's really easy. You go up from Window, you go to Workspace, and you go to New Workspace. And when you got there, it will look at that workspace you have just created like this. You don't need to do anything that freaky, and then just name it. So let's just call it, for the sake of the video demonstration, tutorial workspace, like this, and click OK. And then we'll pop it up here in Workspace, the tutorial workspace. So I can just, for example, if I click on animation here, it's another preset, will take it to the animation workspace preset. But if I chose number tutorial workspace, it will pop right there where we left it. So that's how you create a workspace and make it. You don't need to have to make like mine is. I think this is just really good to have if you're doing a lot of visual effects, animations and such, but you can do as however you want, whatever suits you best, and then you just create a preset about it. Alright, so now when we got that, let's move for the second part of this short tutorial, is how to get started, how to import footage, and how to get started really good. So there's mainly two ways of importing footage here. So the normal is to go to your project panel, just like click it on it and hit Control-I or Command-I, and that will bring up your resource manager. Like I have just Finder on Mac, you have your resource manager on PC or whatever, and then I can go and try to find like and this intro I have here, so I just select it and click open, and then it will open up here right there. Or the second one, which I use for the most, is having the same panel here, but I can just drag and drop it right like this. And that's how you also import footage. I think that's a lot more easier, a lot more faster. But if you're in a lot of files on your computer and you want to take multiple files, the Command-I is really good for that too. So now when we got this, it's time to make a new composition. So now we have a create a project, or you're creating a project when you first save it. So if we hit Command-S or Control-S, or just go to File and Save, it will bring up the save here. So let's go ahead and save this like a tutorial 1, and that's an outro. I put it just like in documents. Don't mind the language in Finland, but don't matter, like documents, you can save it wherever you want, and also like an After Effects project. And when you save it, then you have created a new project you can always open later on. So then it's time to create a composition. So what's a composition? So basically in After Effects you can have multiple compositions, like you can do a VFX with their animations there, like you can have it's like you're having multiple video edits in different panels. So I have here 2 intros, and let's create a composition with this one. So it's really easy to create a composition here. So you can see here under the project panel, you can see this little button with a create new composition, or you can just go to edit, like file new, and file new. Okay, it's not from now here, composition, new composition. I'm sorry about that, I'm a bit tired. And or just hit Command N or Control N on your keyboard, or if you just click on the button there, and we can see some composition settings here. So what you can change here is the composition settings, like how big it is. I usually have a 1920 by 1080, like full HD, or you can have it like 1280 by 720 right there, and you can get like HD. And if you lock the aspect ratio, and if I change now to 1920, it will use the same proportions no matter what size you make. So if I just like start to click and scroll this, you can see how the both values changes depending on what kind of like format I want. But let's go just back to 1920 like this. And then so yeah, I just created a composition like that fast. I just hit enter. Let's go back here, and you can see like you can create the frame rates, the resolution, the start time code. You can create how long you want, if you want it to be 10 seconds long, or you want it to be 15, or you want it to be 20, or you want it to be 1 hour, and okay, not maybe an hour, that's not so good idea. And then the milliseconds here if you want to change it, so make it let's do 20 seconds. So then we have a composition. So now we have created composition and it's 20 seconds long. If we zoom out with this little slider there, we can see the time code here. So it's 20 seconds sharp long. So that's what we're having here. But we don't have here anything, we just have a composition of a format we want, and that's how you manually make a composition. But let's say you're having a video which is shot on a specific frame rate, like 23.976, and it's 720p, and you don't want to like type it over. How can you make a fast composition, like without making it manually for hand? How can you make for a ready to go footage a really easily a composition, so it's really easily matching? So if I here take my intro for AE Basics here, so if I just click and hold and drag it to the new cam button here, which we used in the beginning, and release, you know what, it will create a composition with the exact same like proportions, frame rates, resolutions, everything just like that. Really, this is a really cool feature. So, and if you're here and you want to go change the composition settings, you can hit Command K or Control K, or just go like composition and composition settings, and then you can find like how big it is, the resolution 120 by 1080, frame rate is 50, and that's a composition name, and you can just change it whatever you whenever you like. And then you can see all the compositions here on these little banners. You can jump between every one of them. It's really handy, really cool. Alright, so that's basically all for this time. Like, now you know how to get pretty much started, how to get your footage imported and stuff. Alright, so thanks for watching this tutorial. Please remember to like this video if you liked it, and if you're one of those who really want to see more advanced stuff, my channel is providing just that, so a lot of VFX there, so go ahead and check it out, subscribe to the channel, and so you're not missing anything. I'm trying to make these After Effects basic tutorials a lot more right now, because I know there's a lot of you guys who don't know the program, need some help, so here I am. So, and please send me requests down below in the comment section, what kind of things, all the small things, it really doesn't matter, what you don't know about After Effects, what you want to learn, and I will pretty much show it here. I want to interact with you guys, so give all your questions and your wonderings, just give it to me and I will pretty much make a tutorial out of it. So guys, thanks for watching this tutorial. Next time we're looking at this, probably next week, we're looking at how to get the short keys. So it's a really important thing in After Effects to know the short keys. It will make workflow so much faster and so much cool. So tune in for next time when we look at short keys. And yeah, my name is VK, have a really nice time, see you guys in the next one, stay awesome.